For you guys offensively, it feels like you could not pretty much get out to a better start, and even with the times you guys have struggled, you found success. Just what do you feel like you guys are finding success at the plate, and kind of how does that kind of build just some early confidence to you guys heading into this weekend?
I think it's huge. I think personally for me, the lineup just is a lot different. As in, we can score a lot of different ways. I think we showcased that pretty well. We can hit the long ball like we have in the past years, but also there's games where we didn't hit any home runs and still scored a lot of runs. So I think that's really important to have that parity between each guy, and it's been working really well. And obviously building a lot of confidence, but that confidence started early in the fall with the work that we put in. So yeah.
On the left, Ryan?
Over the course of your career, how has your approach at the plate sort of developed and matured? Waz mentioned you as sort of a clutch opportunity, a mature approach type of guy. Just how has your approach at the plate matured from your freshman year to now?
Yeah, I think as a freshman, I'll say it, but I was nervous at the time. It's new, something exciting, new, but I've been able to find something that really works with me working with the coaches. They create a good game plan, and I've been able to have that throughout my past couple years of success. And just working as getting stronger and better has helped me eliminate, some holes in my swing and just working through that. So it's been good.
Matt?
Waz was talking about how the great teams are player assessed, and you guys can maybe get on your own self or your teammates to raise the bar. How is that how has that happened for this team early on, and just kind of can you speak to just the culture you have here?
Yeah, I think it starts, at the top with the leaders. It obviously starts with the coaching staff and knowing Waz, he's who he is and creates a good culture. But for me, as an older guy and guys like Drew Smith, Dom Hellman, and Maddox Maloney, Jack Brooks as well, just been able to hold the guys accountable, even the new guys, and keep them in check with what we got and how, the people before us who have played here take pride in what Oregon really is and what it means to be a Duck. I think that's really important, especially for me being an Oregon person. Just being prideful about what it means to be a Duck has really shaped our culture and how it's been so successful so far.
Brett?
Kind of spoke about when your freshman season, those nerves you faced, but one of those freshmen this season that it feels like, I don't know if he has nerves or not, is Angel. He just feels like he's just rocking out of the ballpark in these first 8 games. What have you seen from him as a freshman, just for him to have the success that he does? And what is he kind of like in the dugout? What is he kind of just like as a person? Maybe you aren't surprised by the way he's had this early success.
Yeah, I mean, for me, obviously he's extremely talented. Everybody can see that on the field, but he has a calmness to him and a quiet confidence that I think is what really leads to that success. And he shows that through everything he does in his work off the field, but especially on the field, he's very calm and collected and able to work well with the older guys and learn what he has to this point. But he's going to be a really good player for a long time. So we're great to have him here.
Right?
You talk about the coaching staff. How about a guy like Jack Martyr? Just what's your relationship like with Jack? How has he helped you grow as an offensive player? And what has that journey been like with you and him and the filling holes in your swing, like you mentioned?
Yeah. Coach Martyr is, if you don't know already, I think he's one of the best coaches in the country by far. And he deserves whatever opportunity comes to him, hopefully here at Oregon. But for him to work with me and the relationship we have is something that we'll have for the rest of our lives. I think it really started with who we are as people rather than just baseball. He's been able to work with me, as a person, make me a better man throughout the years I've been here. And then the baseball just comes with it. And I think that's what's really special about the guys that are here with Coach Martyr and Waz and BT and Coach Hinkle previously as well.
Joey?
Defensively, how good is this team defensively? Guys that have played in different positions, you can speak to that even a little bit. Like, how good is this team defensively this year?
I think, seeing it in the fall and the short time we've started the season, I think it's a special group, especially even guys you might haven't seen a ton of yet. I think the younger guys and the transfers, everybody can play anywhere. And I think that's going to be a real strong suit for us. And, old adage, defense wins championships. I think it's going to something we take pride in, and it's going to be really important going forward.
Right?
Besides the obvious of a successful weekend going 3-0, moving you guys to 11-0, what do you feel like finding success this weekend against the quality and level of opponents you guys face could do for you guys so early in the season to be able to find a level of success against what many consider some of the best teams right now in the nation?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's really important. For us, it's not necessarily about the opponents. At the end of the day, it's about our standard and how we play, but it's exciting to play teams that are considered whatever they are, and they are great programs. They deserve that recognition, but regardless of who they are and how it goes, we're still going to play a certain way no matter what. And expect the success from that.
Matt?
Obviously, you guys want to win every game, but this weekend is a little bit bigger from an opponent perspective, the resume perspective. How do you balance the understanding of what this can have in a positive manner for your season, but also understanding that it's just 3 of however games you guys get in this season?
Yeah, I think baseball's a funny game. I mean, people can lose at any point, and it's kind of tough because college baseball, there's not a ton of games, but it is what it is. But regardless, this weekend's going to be a great opportunity. If it happens to not go our way, that's the game, and we're going to find out how to get better and work from that. But again, as I said, if we play to our standard and that is what it is, the result will follow.
Ryan?
You talk about what it means to be an Oregon athlete. How much has being the son of an Oregon athlete kind of shaped that pride in the university? How much did that kind of start before you even came here and became an athlete yourself?
It started early. Obviously being a kid from Oregon, you choose between the Beavers or the Ducks, and I had an easy choice. My parents both went here. As mentioned, my mother did run track here. So it was easy for me, and I take a lot of pride in being a Duck, but more importantly, everything that comes with it, not just the athletics, but the schooling as well, I think is really important. It's just a great university overall, and I think anybody can learn something from being here.